Hey YouTube, welcome to MasterGamingVR. We are here finally we get back into Redemption's Guild. This is the very early alpha ambassador demo for Redemption's Guild. It's a very limited subset of features, but they are making progress and we're getting things to get our hands on. So this is Redemption Guild from Unlit Games. They are planning on having a Steam, Oculus Store, and PlayStation 4 PSVR release. On the Steam Store, it lists Index, Vive, and Rift. No listed Windows mixed reality support, but I imagine it's going to work. $29.99 at launch. This is an alpha media release just to get a taste to wet your whistle. Remember, when you're looking at this is an alpha release. Today, I will be going over the Tavern and the Arena. You will likely see a series of videos coming from me on, I'm thinking, new features as they release them, classes, things like that. This won't be my standard first look, as the game is nowhere near ready for that full first look yet. But I will plan on, I will probably do that when I'm in the early access for games like this. It's really hard to do a honest first look when I've been playing the game I got my hands on this game and actually played it like 2 years ago. And I've been one of the private testers for a very long time. Not staff, just volunteer, super early alpha tester. But now we are in the Ambassadors Alpha. This is more like a media demo. So just be mindful of that, be aware of that. Like I said, I will likely do a series of videos looking at things as they're released. Some of the stuff that's promised for the Ambassador demos that we can look forward to is multiplayer support, Labyrinth game modes, Adventure Zone game modes, questing, account rank rewards, mastery system to customize your characters. Think like the Final Fantasy XI merit system, Ranger class, Cleric class, Berserker class. Even though the Ambassador demo said Ranger class was in here, I think they meant Rogue. Gift altar rewards, login page log page in your notebook, check quests, gear progressions, notifications, world boss. There's a lot of stuff that they have planned coming out in the future. Right now, we've got 3 classes, which I believe are the Elementalist, the Knight, and the Rogue, even though the Ambassador demo did say Ranger, so I don't know if that was just a typo or what, but we'll find out when we get in the game. This is my first time getting into the Ambassador demo. It was just released today. So that basically sums up what we're going to be going over today. I do have a gift for you guys. There is a 10% off code. If you like what you can see here in this Ambassador Alpha, you can pre-purchase the game. I don't really get anything back from it, but you can go to unlitgames.com/store and use code MGVR for 10% off. There are milestones for basically fluff cosmetics that don't really matter. The big thing is at 10 sales and 20 sales respectively, I will get a giftable $250 Founders Pack and a $500 Founders Pack. I've already got the highest tier Founders Pack. I think I'm the first founder for this game, and I have a $500 Founders Pack. So I don't need either of those, which means that those giftable Founders Packs will be given out to you guys, the community. So purchase a... if you do plan on pre-purchasing, please use the MGVR code. That way we can get a couple of big boy Founders Packs out to you guys, the community. That's what I'm really looking forward to in this Ambassador demo. Yeah, so back to the topic at hand. Let's get the game and check out the Tavern and the Arena today. Okay, and we are in Redemption's Guild. It's only been, what, 2 years since my last Redemption's Guild video? The game has changed considerably. You can see here is the team, all the voice actors that they have, the engineers. So it's not a huge team, but it's also not a one-man or two-man project either. So when you log in, you'll be greeted with this wonderful screen here where you put your name in. Master Shadow, my standard name here. Pop in here, and now you get your choice of class, and it is the rogue that is in, not the ranger. Even though the ambassador says the ranger, there's going to be some confused ambassadors, I think. I am going to go with the rogue first. Whoops, grip, not trigger. And you can see all of the other classes along the side there. So we've got the is that the ranger? No, that's the berserker, I believe. Yeah, berserker, elementalist, ranger, cleric, rogue, other things that I don't know, knight. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there I don't know off the top of my head. Anyways, that's interesting. So let's pop the rogue in there really quick. You're going to pick your locomotion, teleport or sliding. We're going to do sliding because we're VR veterans here at MasterGamingVR. I'm sure all of you guys are veterans as well. All right, so Redemption's Guild online. Oh, alpha build. Remember, this is alpha build. Demo, tutorial, whole strings. We've got a lot of these little tiles around here that will give you hints and tips. The daggers for the rogue are on your hips here. This is a low poly game. Deal with it. It's fine. So I can hear people in the comments already furiously typing, "Oh my god, it looks ugly." Yes, it's a low poly game. Deal with it. The gameplay is more important. How to holster an item in hand, put items in a holster slot, and click grip. So it is very, very responsive. Like, you actually have to put some pressure on it so it doesn't have that issue where index controllers are going to accidentally come out of your hands. You have to intentionally grip. So Knight's Shield is on the back. We're not a knight, so we don't have that. Elementalist, Tome, and Wand goes on hips. Potion goes on waist. So you can pop that cork out and drink your potion if you need it, and then put it back. All right, so this is Tilnu Tavern, and I have a small challenge for you guys. There is an Easter egg with the name of Tilnu Tavern. Figure it out and tell me what it is in the comments down below. There's an Easter egg. All right, so we've got some of these stuff have physics. So cup, I can throw at people. This is your social hub. You can take a carrot to someone. That's okay. That's not going to be used inappropriately at all. There are various games in the tavern. So if you wanted to play chess, you could play chess with someone here. I am not a good chess player, so I am probably not making the best chess moves. I apologize. But if you wanted to, you're not supposed to play with yourself, I guess. Yeah. Don't play with yourself, kids. It's bad. So do. And then I will do that. And then I will do that. And whoops, I shouldn't have done that because fuck that. And there are physics on these, so if you wanted to just take out the king and queen like that. Wow, my queen's a badass. Did you see what she just did? You can throw them at people too. Not everything has collision. Ooh. Oh, I was hoping that was a great sword. But we've got all these little NPCs in here. The music cut out. Is that my fault? No, the music is just really quiet. Okay. I don't know why the music is that quiet. There is music, but it is super, super quiet. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. This is your gold shop. So I can hear her, so that's fine. So this is going to be gear for you specifically. So this is rogue armor. That is what the rogue armor looks like. It's hideously yellow. Looks very much like Scorpion. Then you get your crystal kukris left and right. And then a crystal face guard. Now, these are all cosmetic. All the armor and all the weapons are purely cosmetic. We will get to how you do stats in a minute, because that's further on in the tavern. There is a way to upgrade your stats. It is not through gear. Gear is purely cosmetic. So, as other tavern games, we have some polyhedral dice here. Ooh. That rolled really nicely. That was, I can't see, that was 12. That was garbage. Oh, did I just net one? Oh my god, I just net one. This, all right. Yeah, eat that and screw that, whatever I just hit. All right. So this is kind of like a little social hub where you and your buddies can get together and do stupid shit, like play with carrots, play chess. More games, I believe, are coming to this. But let's move on. So we're not going to go in there yet. That's where you're going to spend the majority of your time. That's where games are going to get started. And just to point out, there are like little, like there's reason to explore. I mean, it's not anything big, but this is the mouse's corner. This is where the mouse lives. Just know that. If you're part of the Discord, you'll get that. So yeah, join the Discord. So these are the rooms in Till New Tavern. This is where you will come to change your classes, to not change your classes, to change your equipment. We don't have any equipment right now, but this is where you would see your headpieces, and you just grab and spin, and then you grab the piece of armor that you want, and then you just put it into yourself, and then you get your piece of equipment. You've got your right hand stuff, which is this dagger right here. Again, I don't have any other gear, so we can go get some gear, and we will figure this out. And if you come over here and click this, you get more of your wardrobe instructions for the tavern. And yes, we don't have legs, we don't have arms, but again, it's not that big a deal. I know some people are going to complain about it. I don't really much care all that much as long as the game is fun and good. And this is a very social game, so it is going to be much better with people. I still remember some of my early videos where we're going through the labyrinth and one guy keeps hitting those traps and blowing everybody up and killing everybody. And it was, I mean, in a random, pickup group, that's going to be annoying. But as we all kind of knew each other at that point, it was fun and amusing. But there are 4 of these. They are all pretty much identical, except obviously they are mirrored on the other side. But the idea here is that you will have a 4-person party, and each one of you will get a room. I don't think it matters which room you go to, but if somebody is using this, I don't know if anybody else can use it. But these are your rooms. This is where you will change equipment. So you go, because that makes sense. You're going to be taking off your clothes and putting on new clothes. You probably don't want to do that in the middle of the tavern next to the chessboard. I don't know. I'm not going to judge you. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I probably don't want to get naked and put on different clothing in the middle of the tavern, but that's just me. So this, I think, eventually will be an entrance into the labyrinth, but I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me. Oh, hey, why are you following me? It's very creepy to turn around and see you just like running up on me in this dark basement. Nice fire. All right, so we have, this is sort of I believe, the epic items merchant. So he's going to have better stuff, but it's going to be a different currency. And I forget what these are the silver coins, maybe? I don't remember which coins these are, but a little bit more intricate armor, a little bit shinier, a little bit more badass looking. So you're going to find him here, sort of a black merchant dealer. Okay, so we had to cut because my controllers died. They're all charged up now. And here we are in the training room. This is where you're going to go through your, basically your combat practice, testing out your various classes. You've got a class change altar here, so you can pop in and become the knight, or you can go ahead and become the elementalist, or we can go back and be the rogue again. Okay. So this is where you're gonna figure out how to combat. We have the wonderful tutorials over here again that you can read and figure stuff out. The fatigue system is definitely something that you need to know about. Knight, individual stuff, elementalist, individual class specific things. rogue ability stuff. So when you hit people, there is a fatigue system, and you might not be able to see it on the daggers so well, but you see the you see the emissive. That's the word I was looking for. The emissive on the weapon go away. If you try and hit when that is gone, you can see it does less damage. So you can't really waggle to win. Your first hit is going to be big. You actually have to have some velocity to get a hit. You have to swing at least a little bit. They are accounting for people with disabilities, or you can't necessarily go ham on a target dummy here. Think of the fatigue system more like attack speed, where you want a nice steady rhythm. You do want to swing pretty sturdily, but you don't need to go like super all out. You can have a sort of relaxed swing. You just can't like go ham on it, because you're going to start doing less damage than if you were to just wait for the emissive to come back. I do think the weapons have different rates at which so if we come here, I think the sword is a little bit longer on recharging than the daggers are, but maybe that's just in my head. And these are various different levels of armor on these guys. So these are your practice dummies that you can practice on. You've got your abilities here. So blindside, your dagger's imbued with. We'll go over these in a class video, but basically these are used by the stick on the index. Just just pressing in each direction on the stick or the trackpad. If you have the original Vive controllers. So that is basically the training area. We're going to go back upstairs and take a look at the portal room. The room where you're going to spend a lot of your time. So right across the hall from the social tavern area is... Hey, buddy. Is the map room, the portal room? I don't really know what to call this room, but let's put the daggers away. So starting off to the left, this is where your daily login gift or your milestone gifts or anything that basically this is a mailbox. This is a mailbox from God. Aurorus is one of the gods. So we can pop over here. Aurorus will grant you gifts once every 5. Oh. Please stay. Every 5 class levels, every 10 account ranks. Aurorus may also gift you items for completing certain tasks or finding hidden areas or items. So if they want to send you a thing, God will put it in this altar. So there's that. Then we have another class change altar, which is nice because that's where you're going to go out on missions. So having it right here, very useful. This is a cool animation. This is where you will put your shards in your equipment. This is how you will alter your stats. I think you will actually physically drop a shard into each one of these things, and that is where your stat changes will come from. Think of each one of these little holders as like a gear slot, basically. So there are 5 gear slots here. I think I just air quoted the back of the room. Gear slots. Think of them like that. So open up your notebook, open up the inventory tab, select the astral shard you want to place, click summon, grab the shard, and place it on an altar holder. Let's see, it is. There we go. It's on this controller. So this is your book, your inventory, and we'll go into that later. So then we have this. I don't remember what this is. This is just pretty. I think that has a purpose. I don't remember what it is. So this is how you're actually going to get to places. Again, we've got the little tooltip here. We've got arenas, labyrinths, and adventures. So the tavern is your hub, your starting area where you're going to get together, where you're going to invite people. You're going to get 4 people in your group, and then you're going to come here and say, let's go to the Arena. So you'll pick the arena here, and you can see that the portal opened up there. I wish I was looking at that when that happened. If I'd been thinking, I'd have done that. So you pick where you want to go, and then you walk into the portal, and you will magically go to the arena. And then this is basically kind of like your wave defense sort of deal, and this is where they're starting out. I have played the Labyrinth, and I think the Labyrinth is a lot more fun, but this is just the first alpha taste of the game. You know, it's still in development. Where are you guys? Yeah, you guys are over this way. It's still in development. They're still working on it. There are big, large adventure areas, which you've seen in some of my previous videos, as well as the Labyrinth. I am really looking forward to getting back into those more so than I am in the arena. But different awards, different loot, different stuff from each. So speaking of loot, this is loot. This is the treasure chest. You'll find these all over. This is here just. It's an alpha. This is test. That's why there's a chest here at the beginning before we've done anything. So we got a knight shield, which you just grab the chest and pull, or grab the bag and pull it into your chest to pick up the loot. So that is how that works. And let's go ahead and pull this up. We'll take this opportunity before we get into combat. So you've got your stats here: armor 30, crit chance, fatigue, recharge, which basically I'm reading this as attack speed personally. 500 health, 15 attack power, 1.75 crit, 60 healing power, and 130 magic resistance. We've got our individual classes: Berserker, Elementalist, Ranger, Cleric, Knight, Rogue. And then we've got the equipment that we have on. Again, this is all cosmetic. And then we've got our 5 Astral Shard slots right here that you saw on the altar. Our gold coins, we just picked up 832 gold coins, so we could go back to Till New Tavern and buy something. Hunt marks, this is the vendor that we saw down there, I believe. And then skill points, which we will use later. I don't think that is in right now. The social tab is not in. The log is not really in. It's here, but it's not really functional, I don't think. So this was the player tab. Your account rank here will grow as you level all of these up. You can play every single class on one character. So you don't need to make alts to be a knight and a ranger and a rogue. You can do all that on one character. Your current inventory, which we picked up a thing. Why is there... Oh, page 1 of 2. There we go. So there's the shield we just picked up. So if we were to go back to the tavern, change over to the knight, we could equip that, and we'll do that before we leave. So junk, this is all the white trash equipment that we have. We have no shards, and we have no materials. Equipment is not functioning. Mastery, I don't believe, is functioning. And then we've got our settings, where you can come in and change all of this. This looks much better than it did even just a week ago. So all your good amount of settings here. Headset comfort is off. I believe you can turn this on, and yeah, I'm not actually seeing it work, so it just sort of dimmed my vision a little bit. I'm gonna turn that back off. So yep, that is that. That is the status of where things are at the moment. Let's go ahead and stab some things. I am not going to be very effective at this because I don't have any gear. This wave cooldown. Highest round is now 1. Oh, we've got different... They were skeletons. Oh. Please stop that. Ooh. You can see his crystal up on top of his head is going down as I stab him, changing color as well. That's his health bar. My health bar are supposed to be these crystals here. That doesn't look healthy. My DPI settings are changing. There we go. So you can see my health is going down. I can pop this off and drink my health back a little bit and get caught. Again, I'm swinging a little bit too fast, so my numbers are going down. Get out of that probably. Oh, no, I died. And so did they all. So that is a first taste of combat. Again, I will go into more in-depth on the classes later. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the Elementalist really quick. So if you want to restart, you just pop in here and restart. You can also pick up the plants here. These are materials that you can pick up. I don't know what they do yet. They don't really have a purpose, but you can do it. It isn't working very well. There we go. I haven't really played the Elementalist, so... yeah, get fucked. I'm fizzling my spells. Alright, so this is not a full class overview. I just wanted to illustrate a little bit. I'm probably going to die here in a second. I'm probably going to let them kill me. Yep, there we go. Alright, now we'll take a quick look at the knight. Alright, let's start this up with the knight. I'm not really trying to clear this at the moment. So the Mike, the developer of the game, he plays knight. So this is the class that's going to be overpowered. So you can see the slower combat speed here of the knight. It's a bit more slow and steady, but much more survivable. Can sort of cleave, but it you know, it's still got the fatigue system in there. So again, this is very, very alpha. Remember that. This is an early build. I believe these are things that you can grab. Oh, walking into them? At least I thought they were. You can see I'm almost dead. I thought I could grab that, but maybe not. Oh, you know what? I think it's because I... Potion doesn't appear to be working. Yeah, so that refills your potion, and you can drink more. The yellow, I'm not sure what the yellow was, but there we go. As you can see, the knight is currently higher on the balance list than the other classes. And I will, like I said, I will be doing more overviews over these. So let's just let this guy kill us. And then we will get some equipment. Hey, attack me. We'll get some equipment, and we will take a look at setting equipment in the tavern. Okay, so we got some gold coins. We farmed a little bit. And we picked up some equipment here, which isn't working right now. Inventory. So we got a Sinister Dagger, we got another Valero Shield, we picked up a Scholar Hat, and we picked up a Crystal Manual. So we got a couple of new pieces of gear here, but more importantly, we got these 4,200 gold coins, and that I'm going to use to buy some stuff. I'm basically going to buy all of these. Oh.
Nice.
Confirm.
It's nice to see that someone appreciates quality. Everybody's trying to sell you something. At least I list prices.
Okay, I believe that I got all of those now. So
You're
inventory. Let me come over here. Yep. Okay, so let's go put some of those on. And if you remember, it is out here to the right, and we're not going to change in the middle of the dining hall. We're going to come up here and go to a room and put some stuff on. So we now have, and remember, these are just purely cosmetic. So we're now no longer in our starter gear. We've got some other stuff which we can put on, looking a little bit different. Come on. Uh-oh. 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 This is broken. Okay, so again, like I said, this is an alpha. There we go. This is an alpha. There are some bugs. So, gear change. But most importantly, got some shiny, shiny daggers. You can see that it now changed our dagger a little bit. Just a little bit. And then left-hand dagger. You just pull it into yourself. And now we've got some shiny daggers here. So that is managing your equipment. We did not get any shards. I don't think shards are in right now, which is why we don't have those. But again, you would put those right here, and that would be your stat changing stuff. So that is the quick high-level overview of where the Redemptions Guild Ambassador Alpha is right now. So tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I will be doing more in-depth videos on the classes as well as the new stuff that comes out. So cheers. I will see you guys in the next video.